This game wrap is brought to you by El Charro Mexican Restaurant, located at Highway 78 and 3009 in Schertz. By Cat 5 Graphics, your t-shirt shop. Hi everyone, Mr. Bowtie here. Thank you so much for checking out my content and my channel. Now make sure you bang home that red subscribe button on YouTube so that way you can stay up to date on the latest content from around the area that you won't find anywhere else. And follow me on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. The 2020 seasons for Schertz Clemens and Converse Judson have been very parallel to each other. Both teams lost their season openers on the road against a state power. Then both teams came back to the San Antonio area and won game number 2. The teams meet up in what could be a very key game in the 27 6A district race here at Rutledge Stadium in Converse. Last year's matchup actually decided the district title as Clemens won 34-30 over the Rockets to secure their first football district title in quite some time. Winds will be a factor tonight. Gusts expected over 30 miles per hour, meaning the two quarterbacks, Michael Burrows of Converse Judson and Max DiDomenico of Schertz Clemens, may have a little tough time throwing in the wind, which will put a premium on the run games as Amari Williams of Schertz Clemens versus De'Anthony Lewis of Converse Judson may be the key in determining which team wins the game. Which team would take that next step in trying to win the 27 6A district title and whose hopes would blow away in the wind? Well, let's take you inside of Rutledge Stadium and check out all the action brought to you by El Charro Mexican Restaurant and Cat 5 Graphics. Clemens' win last year clinched their first district title since 2006 when Greg Ferraro was the head coach. Winds howled throughout the night, but they actually didn't have as much of a factor as you might think. Let's fast forward to the second quarter, Clemens up 7-0. Judson drove down the field and converted a couple of fourth downs in the process. Rockets had a first and goal to 3, but a couple of plays led to nothing. Now fourth and goal still at the 3. This time a touchdown came, though it wasn't for the team in red. Collision in the backfield, ball never fully controlled by anyone, knocked loose, picked up by Jeremiah Levitt. He ran the other way for an 85-yard defensive touchdown instead of a 7-7 tie. Clemens up 14-0. De'Anthony Lewis and the team could have seen the game gust away from them as the Buffs looked well in position for a big win.
It was an honest mistake, but when we got off the field and sat on the sideline, we just told each other like it's not gonna break us. Just make up for it. Let's get it going.
That moment didn't break the Rockets, but instead was a rallying point. Ensuing drive, 3rd and 7 for Judson. Michael Burrows' pass incomplete, but a flag down. One of the Clemens players was lined up offside, which kept the drive alive. Rockets would convert that 3rd down to extend the drive. The drive ended as Burrows and Lewis secured connection on a 28-yard screen pass catch and run to the end zone. 14-7, Clemens still at the lead, but Judson with the momentum. Virtual high five from the patron in the audience. Then the defense made a critical play, which brings us to our taco tackle of the game, brought to you by El Charro Restaurant, located in Schertz near Lenhoff Stadium. DiDomenico, under pressure, looked over the middle, but he didn't see Treylin Payne. Pass picked off by the senior. He was a big pain on the play as he returned it 55 yards for a pick 6. Quarterback unable to make the tackle to save the touchdown. In 3 minutes, Judson went from down 14-0 with the offense stopped to a 14-all tie at the UIL required halftime period.
I seen him get hit, and I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a bad ball, so I just immediately just went to it and just picked off, and the rest is history. Just doing whatever needs to be done to win. My team needed to play, and I'm just a playmaker, so I just went out and did it. Payne's
play of the game, the El Charro tackle of the night, brought to you by El Charro Mexican Restaurant in Schertz, located at FM 78 and 3009, proudly supporting all the local teams in the area. You might have noticed the graphic saying that the defense forced 2 turnovers. We'll show you the second one in a moment. Third quarter was a punt fest in the wind before Lewis finally got his motor running with the offensive line acting like the engine. Big first down after first down, and then right while camera operator Juliet Bunsen was trying to set the shot, Lewis ran in 38 yards for the go-ahead touchdown, 21-14 Rockets after 3. Lewis put up 4 fingers signifying the number of touchdowns the teams would combine for in that final period. But the biggest play of the night was a play that could have been a touchdown but wasn't. A goal line stand with the Buffaloes trying to tie things up. First and second downs didn't produce a touchdown. DiDomenico's arm down just before he crossed the goal line. Third and goal, the quarterback on the QB sneak attempt, but he didn't make it. He lost the football, and the Rockets recovered at the 1. That was the second turnover the Judson Rocket defense forced. Instead of a tie at 21, the Rockets maintained the lead and the momentum.
I already knew it was going to be the QB sneak, so we all just piled it up. So he couldn't go nowhere, and I just punched it out, and game's history.
Then the JISD team went to work on the clock and the Clemens run defense. Several first down runs tired down the defense, then Burrows with the big play. 60-yard touchdown run, and Clemens never caught up. Judson outgained Clemens on the ground 351-6. Lewis went for 252, while Burrows added 104, looking like a quarterback with a similar name in Joe Burrow. The offensive line had a huge night for the team in red. Here's Robert Rigsby.
It's just all about focusing on the next play. Just don't worry about the last one. Just focus on the next one and just finish through the game.
What were you all able to do after the fumbles when they returned one for a touchdown? How'd you all calm the backfield down?
I mean, we just told them keep their head in the game. We got them the rest of the game. We'll block for them no matter what, and those are our guys.
I'm taking them to someplace rich tonight.
Ronnie Williams' team then held on the rest of the way as the teams traded touchdowns over the final minutes. Last chance for Clemens after a score. Onside kick doesn't pan out. Clemens' hopes of a second straight win over Judson blew away in the wind, and the Rockets went on to win 34-28. Judson improved to 3-0 in district and stays atop of the 27-6A district standings.
We knew we were gonna always come back. You know, we have the energy, we have the enthusiasm. You know, we just tried our best. I seen open field. I seen victory.
Victory indeed for Judson. The Rockets also moved one step closer to their 44th straight non-losing season. Reporting from Converse, I'm Greg Sherman.